Whether it's LeBron James giving dominoes a run for their money, or Scottie Pippen being the next big thing happening in Hollywood. Buckle up, because today, Fadeaway brings you 10 NBA players who work normal jobs. And first up, we got Darko Milicic, a tale of NBA dreams gone fruity. Yes, Darko, once hailed as the next big thing in basketball, fell short of expectations, averaging a mere 6 points per game over his career. He knew the NBA wasn't for him, so he retired, leaving the courts at the age of 27. But fear not, because the guy stumbled upon his true calling during a flight to Serbia. Surrounded by his childhood pals turned fruit farmers, a light bulb went off in his head. Why not give farming a shot? And guess what? Darko was a natural. He traded in his basketball jersey for overalls and invested a whopping $8 million from his NBA earnings in his very own fruit farm. Fast forward to 2021, and Darko's empire turns out over 10,000 pounds of fruit yearly, making him a modern-day hero fighting hunger. And I guess NBA players have a knack for working at a farm, because Scottie did the same thing. Hold on to your hack, folks, because Scottie Pippen's retirement is a tale of a wild ride. Imagine this, though. One of the legendary Chicago Bulls players decided to hang up his jersey in 2004, only to immediately start missing a game. And guess what he did? He started a livestock farm with his brothers in Arkansas. Yep, you heard it here first. Scottie swapped his high tops for overalls and dived headfirst into farming. Who knew retirement could be so fantastic? But hold on, Pippen didn't just hang his hat then and there. He's still making waves on the small screen with some TV appearances, and was recently in Australia with former teammates Luke Longley and Horace Grant on the No Bull Tour. Retirement? More like reimagining the game Scottie style. Well, Charlie Ward's journey isn't any different. From gridiron glory to hardwood heroics is one for the books. He was a Heisman Trophy winner tearing up the football field at Florida State, but when the NFL draft rolled around, he was left on the sidelines. But this didn't keep Ward at bay. Nah. Instead of sulking, he pivots to the NBA, where he rocked the courts for 11 seasons, mostly repping the orange and blue of the New York Knicks. And when he retired from the game, he still wasn't done reaching new heights. He entered coaching, and in 2005, he took the reins as head coach at Booker T. Washington High School in sunny Pensacola, Florida. Fast forward to 2018, and Ward's still making waves on the sidelines, this time as head basketball coach for Florida State University's Development Research School. Now that's a hard-working dude, pretty much like our guy at number 7, Karl Malone, the mailman. Turns out, behind that MVP shine, Karl's been harboring a secret dream since he was knee-high to a grasshopper. Forget hoops, forget fame. Karl's real passion? Trucking, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. The man's been dreaming of hitting the open road since he could barely reach the pedals. So what does he do? He goes and does what any self-respecting dreamer would do. He opens up his own trucking business. In an interview with Tulsa World, he spills the beans saying, "This is what I wanted to do. It's a big responsibility, but I love it. So the next time you see a big old truck rolling down the highway, just remember behind the wheel just might be the 2-time MVP chasing his childhood dream. And while you're at it, next time you go fine dining, maybe the odds are in your favor and you stumble upon Shawn Kemp, the Rain Man, a 14-year whirlwind career in the NBA, 6-time All-Star, and 3-time All-NBA second-team honoree. But when the final buzzer sounded on Kemp's NBA journey in 2003, did he keep back and relax? Nah. He goes all in and opened up Oscar's Kitchen, right in the heart of Seattle. Kemp poured his heart and soul into the venture. But even with his legendary skills, the game didn't always go his way. And in 2014, he had to close shop. But does Kemp throw in the towel? Nope. He rebounds like a pro and stays in the hospitality game, now as part owner of Amber's Kitchen in Seattle. Co-owning food chains can be quite a deal. Just ask our guy at number 5 about it. Let's zoom back to 2012 when LeBron James took a giant leap of faith and swapped his jersey for an apron. He invested a cool $1 million into Blaze Pizza, a joint that was about as unknown as the next NBA draft pick. But King James wasn't about to sit back and watch his dough crumble. He dove headfirst in the pizza game, learning the ins and outs of the business. And let me tell you, his first day on the job was one for the books. Fast forward 5 years later, and Blaze Pizza isn't just blowing up, it's on fire. Thanks to LeBron's hustle and smarts, Blaze went from a couple of shops to over 300 in just a few years, making it the fastest growing restaurant chain ever. So next time you're munching on a slice of pizza, just remember, behind every cheesy bite is a superstar's hustle, making dreams and dough rise higher than ever before. Yeah, we know James is obsessed with succeeding, and so is Jimmy, but he isn't just obsessed with succeeding. But guess what? Coffee. Yup. Butler's obsession with coffee took a life of its own in the NBA bubble. Now picture this. Jimmy, fueled by his love for coffee beans, packed his bags for the bubble, armed with everything needed to brew up the perfect cup. And when he realized he was the Lone Ranger with a coffee stash, he saw the dollar bills brewing. And this was the rise of Jimmy's coffee empire. But this wasn't just your average cup of joe. Oh nah, this was premium brew, served up with a side of hustle. Jimmy wasn't shy about slapping a hefty price on his Java, charging a cool little $20 a cup. Small, medium, or large, you name it, it's 20 a pop. Now you might be thinking, who in their right mind would drop 20 on coffee? But Jimmy had a genius plan up his sleeve. He figured if he could get folks hooked on his brew, they start shelling out the big bills with no change in sight. And it was a smooth move by Jimmy, a smooth move. And it was working. As his empire grew, it was a huge success, pretty much like Vin Baker, whose journey from NBA stardom to a humble role at Starbucks and a ministerial position at his father's church is truly one of resilience and redemption. After a stellar 13-year career in the NBA, Baker faced the harsh reality of losing his fortune in retirement. But don't worry, he found a solution to this as well. Starbucks. Nowadays, you might find Baker behind the counter at Starbucks, serving up lattes with the same dedication he once brought to the game of basketball. And while some may raise an eyebrow at his career change, Baker has made peace with his new path. He said, "I lost a fortune. I had a great talent, and I lost it." For the people on the outside looking in, they're like, wow. For me, I have 4 kids. I have to pick up the pieces. But Baker's story doesn't end there. In 2019, he found his way back to the NBA, this time as an assistant coach for the Milwaukee Bucks. From the heights of the NBA glory to the everyday grind of making coffee, Vin Baker's journey serves a reminder that success isn't always about the spotlight. For most people, Kevin Johnson, though, success was the mayorship of Sacramento, and he got it. Known for his skills on the basketball court, took an unexpected turn after his NBA days were over. And in a move that left many jaws on the floor, he announced his candidacy for mayor of Sacramento in March 2008, serving as the 55th mayor from 2008 to 2016. And he made history as the first African American to hold the position in Sacramento. This came as a shock to me as well. A successful NBA and political career? Now, how often do you see that? But would you believe me if I told you about a guy who switched past from an NBA superstar to a crossing guard? Yep, Adrien Danley's journey is a testament to his humility and dedication to making a difference in his community. With a stellar career spanning 17 years in the NBA, including 6 All-Star appearances and 2 scoring championships, Danley was a force to be reckoned with. He even had his number retired by the Utah Jazz, solidifying his place in basketball history. But despite his success on the hardwood, Danley found fulfillment in a simpler role. After retiring from the NBA, embracing the opportunity to serve as a crossing guard. He saw it as not a step down, but as a chance to give back and make a positive impact in the lives of children. He said, "Being a crossing guard is not beneath me. I'm a regular guy. I just play basketball. I'm a Hall of Famer, but I like working." In addition to his role as a crossing guard, Danley also found joy in refereeing basketball games on the weekends, keeping his passion for the sport alive. While some may find this transition from NBA star to crossing guard a little unconventional, Danley's commitment to serving his community and ensuring the safety of children is truly admirable. It really is. Now, if you want to see 9 popular NBA players I'm sure you won't recognize anymore, just click right here.